Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. This is just a warm welcome from me to you at whatever time you're deciding to view my part of my Rise and Visualize team's beautiful project. Who is the person greeting you today? You might be asking. Well, I'm Ransford and I'm here to talk about feelings. I'm joking, actually. To say I'm just going to talk about feelings is to put my topic in layman's terms. I'm going to talk about mental health and the issues that affect people in Toronto. Majority of these individuals are going to be youth from preteen to teenager. You can't find this podcast on Spotify or any other sources, only here in my Rise and Visualize team's project here with April Zhao/thank you. As a teenager myself, I can honestly say that a lot of us are worse than we look emotionally and mentally. Our outlooks on the world change the moment we enter high school. Once we walk through those large doors, we are flooded with a combination of crippling stress, devastating loneliness, and commanding insecurities, and many more feelings, which cause a lot more damage to a person, let alone just a teenager. And this isn't just one teenager's opinion. Studies conducted by the TDSB show a direct correlation between leaving middle school and students' emotional well-being dropping. The data shows a difference between middle school and high school students' positive feelings, which are things like liking the way they look, to their emotional changes, like feeling nervous or anxious. The emotional well-being of students fell from 87% in grade 7 to 69% in grade 12. And between boys and girls, female students are worse off than the males. After hearing this, the first thing that would come to an adult's mind would be, they're just not properly prepared for the workload that comes with the higher grades. Objection! The problem isn't being unprepared. The problem is leaving the feelings to fester in a person, allowing them to grow and spread like a virus. The way to solve this problem is by giving teens a place where they can talk about their issues. A place which allows them to experience moments which fill them with joy and focus their energy on things that better the community rather than hurt it. Places like this exist. My Rise and Visualize team was based in one for this whole project. 4Youth Initiative, or FYI, is a place where youth get together. They can receive help with their studies, join programs that allow them to get active in their communities. They can use it to help them find jobs, and they can just show up, relax, converse, and release stress built up. Places like this exist around Toronto, but the farther downtown you go, the more mental health clinics and youth lounges there are. Many sections of the cities don't have any of these places in their neighborhood. I found out this information on the Toronto Wellbeing Map online, which maps out the mental health clinics around the city based on 2014 data. Through further research, I learned that this is part of the issue of economic inequality, which is the process where places that are already prosperous get more resources than the places that are underdeveloped and need them. If we really want to solve this issue and take a step in the right direction, every neighborhood in the city needs to have at least one of these areas for our youth. These mental clinics aren't the only way to help teens with their well-being. Everyday things can help a person feel better, from picking up a book to finding a hobby. Working out and exercising has been proven to make a lot of people happier after they took up a constant routine, both reducing stress and raising confidence at the same time. Even talking with someone can help you through your day. I know all of this because I experienced all of this. I was a much more happy and energetic kid in middle school. I was more hopeful and had zero to no fears. My confidence bordered on cocky. But once I entered grade 9, I felt the stress of getting the right marks, worrying about my plans for university. I began to think I did not look good, and I grew to be super shy and nervous. But I found a group of friends who I enjoyed being around and people I could talk to. I began visiting my local youth space and began working out regularly. Now, I'm no James Bond, but I feel much better, and that has made all the difference in my life. Teenagers go through a lot, and it's easy to forget about that once you pass that stage. But if youth really are our future, then we need to make sure that they're where they need to be, physically, mentally, and emotionally. Think back and look through the eyes of youth. Goodbye, thank you, enjoy the rest of your day. And if you're looking to listen to some great inspiring music, then look up Bendu Raps on Instagram or follow the SoundCloud, and I can make your day even better.